Once I got a taste of winning, it's not really something you want to let go. You want more. Hi, my name is Wilson Hannon, I'm 19 and I'm the National Schools Road Race Champion. I'm from small town Palmerston North, the big P naughty. The first time I remember sitting on a bike was when my dad was taking me up to daycare at Massey University. Big John, little Wilson, big bike, small bike. It was just us against the world. In the beginning, when I first started cycling, I was just doing it because I loved it. I was never that competitive. I'm not sure if it was like some weird subconscious calling. You could feel the wind rushing past you. It felt natural, felt like where I wanted to be. I loved being on my bike. The very first big title that I won was the North Island's Criterium Champs. The guy that I beat, the guy who got second, I didn't like him that much. So there was a bit of yes! Just for beating him specifically. But apart from that, I don't know, it's just the whole wash of relief that I'd actually won something, and that it's, because I'd always been, I guess, an underdog, or I'd always considered myself an underdog, and then to finally be there was justification that is yeah, I deserve to be there, you know? Cycling definitely has a pretty big strain on your mind and your body. The difference between a good cyclist and a great cyclist is a great cyclist is really able to push through their dips in motivation and really focus on working towards the bigger picture. And the biggest thing with discipline is that when you're in one of those troughs where your motivation is rock bottom, it's forcing yourself to get back out and keep training despite not wanting to. A lot of people see elite athletes and they don't really get it as to why they would do the things they do. I guess especially with the example of Tour de France is, why would you ride for 21 days straight for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours a day? For what? Why would you do that? From the perspective of a cyclist, my desire to win is strong enough where it all feels worth it to me. High performance sport isn't for everyone, but for me personally, there's no better feeling than going to a race and winning. When you win, your body does just a massive adrenaline dump, and it's you're partially addicted to that feeling of the adrenaline dumping through your body. That's actually a really good question. What does it mean to win? I don't even know, it just feels good. It just feels good. It kind of just makes you feel yeah, I did that. That felt sick, you know? The Tour de France is the pinnacle of cycling, without a doubt. It's a 21 stage long race run over 23 days with 2 rest days, and the winner is the man who completes it the fastest. The rider I look up to the most would definitely be Tadej Pogačar. I really like the way he attacks races. Oh yeah, yeah, Tadej Pogačar, you can kind of paint him as a predator and everyone else is his prey. It's when you're riding up those mountains with 4 or 5 people deep, riding through it is just electric. It's there's no sporting event in the world that is like it. You look at the Tour de France, you watch the Tour de France, you're man, I want to be there. I cannot wait to be on the other side of that TV screen riding through those crowds and just being able to experience it. After high school, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to keep cycling. So I ended up choosing to go to Waikato University just because that was closest to Cambridge, which is the main centre for cycling in New Zealand. I'm doing a Bachelor of Science majoring in maths and finance. Cycling and math, they're both very logical and require lots of different steps. So if you're able to complete the steps really carefully, you're able to succeed. I really want to be a well-rounded person, like academically and as a physical athlete. Cycling isn't always smooth sailing. You've got a lot of challenges that you face and come up against. The most challenging time for me would have been 2021 when I was going through all sorts of mental struggles and I was really struggling to look after myself. The way I was feeling inside was the lowest I'd ever felt in my life. It's such a weird contrast to be as low as I was but performing as high as I'd ever been. Burnout's definitely the kind of thing that creeps up on you. For me personally, I've always been pretty notorious at, I guess, suppressing my feelings. So I've always I don't know, I've just been going along, living my life, and then all of a sudden I'd realise that I'm at rock bottom and I didn't even know how I got there. The biggest thing that helped me get through this period was just talking to people, like reaching out to my parents specifically and just starting the process of getting help. Letting them in on how I was definitely a big weight off my shoulders, and it was a really good first step to starting my, I guess, healing journey. The main advice I'd give to anyone, I guess, struggling with burnout and depression is that it always gets better and that you have to ask for help. It's not a journey that you can tackle on your own. So you have to surround yourself with good people, people who care for you. Winning bike races is only like a temporary joy or happiness, whereas these things that I've learned through my mental health journey are things that I can hold with me for the rest of my life. My definition of success has really changed a lot. There's always more races to win, and even if you win all the big races, you can win them twice, you know? It's the drive to keep winning and keep riding my bike is just always going to be there. I'm always going to want to do it, and once I get it, I want more, you know? Cycling around Cambridge and being around all these kind of high performance athletes and biking past them on the road, it's they were regular people as well. They were in my seat now, and if they can get there, why can't I, you know? There's definitely a really big drive inside of me to want to get as far as I can and really push myself to see and find my limits. Yeah, the dream of the Tour de France is definitely alive and well. Every day, I'll keep working, keep pushing myself, and I'll keep getting closer. I want to prove to myself that I can do it. Big John will be at the finish line. I'll see him. Would you watch me if I get to the Tour de France?
Yeah, of course.
Shit, man.